guys, what's up? This is DarkAlpha from MUTEvolution.com. Welcome back to another great installment of my draft countdown. Today we're doing the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm doing a ranked game against my opponent, who is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Blaine Gabbert had another very poor year, not showing very much improvement, although with another year of development, everybody believes he can someday develop to be a great starter in the Canadian Football League. One of the few bright spots, aside from MJD, were both of the receivers. Cecil Shorts, the rookie, had a fantastic year, while Justin Blackman started slow but came on very strong near the end. Jacksonville would randomly score on plays like these, where it's supposed to be a short game, and then some fluke would happen, usually a defensive error, see the Indianapolis game, where the defense blows it and Jacksonville gets a miracle touchdown to take the lead. Jacksonville came so close to controlling their own destiny in the draft, but instead could not quite win even at losing and now have the number 2 pick. And their future relies on what Kansas City will do with the first overall pick. As long as Kansas City does a smart thing and takes Geno Smith, as everybody thinks they should, Jacksonville then has the pick of the litter, and usually everybody expects them to take defensive line. And here, Rashean Mathis just watches, the safety's too slow to get over, Vincent Jackson walks into the end zone, this whole defense has just been broken all year. And then here, MJD gets a little first down for me, and he's the only person that works on that offense, and they really, really missed him. Because when the offense relied on the quarterback, this is what happens. They're wide open, Blaine Gabbert whiffs. And then on the defense, just like Kansas City, when they're in the chance to make plays, right there, Dwight Lowry could have taken that for 6, and he just drops the wide open interception. And here, it's 3rd and long, and he gets the curl. Paul Posluszny, who they signed for a huge contract a couple of years ago, drops it and then lets that go. Whiffs there to Rashean Mathis, giving up first downs there too. This whole team has just had so many problems. Look at it, it's 3rd down, and they're letting Josh Freeman scramble. The mobile quarterback, Josh Freeman, out of God knows where. And then, what was that? I don't even know what happened there. Did you guys see what happened? Because I'm still completely lost. All I know is he threw it to Jacksonville, and then he managed to get this. And then he splits the cover 3. I didn't know that was possible, but somehow Jacksonville continues to blow my mind at how they can manage to screw up even the easiest things, like, you know, sending it down the pipe on a cover 3. Blaine Gabbert's continued to prove why I can't trust him, so I got to keep handing it to MJD. Now, they need a quarterback. What are they going to do? They better hope that Nick Foles follows Andy Reid to Kansas City so they can take Geno Smith. Otherwise, they're probably going to stick with Gabbert. As the general manager has said, you know, the quarterbacks this year aren't really worth the number 2 pick. Better to take a superstar at number 2 and then wait for next year with a top 3 pick guaranteed with Gabbert as a quarterback, where they can get from a better quarterback crop such as Teddy Bridgewater or Johnny Heisman. They could also sign Alex Smith, but the price that he wants would take nearly half their salary cap space. Jacksonville, as a remnant of Gene Smith's era, has been completely swamped. They don't have very much room to work with. Oh, and as a Colts fan, watching Dallas Clark get injured really breaks my heart. I might be dead inside now. But signing Alex Smith would be a mistake. It would clog their cap space, and I jumped the curl route manually because I know it's coming, and Rashean Mathis even manages to blow that. One of the reasons everybody hates Blaine Gabbert is because he's always scared to take the deep shot. His rookie season took a lot of hits, and now he's king of doing this exact right here. 3rd and 5, throwing a great 3-yard pass. Now it's 4th and 2. I'm going to go for it and give it to MJD, who's just going to blow it open. He may not be Charles, he may not be Adrian Peterson, but this man moves the chains with a success rate of more than double of any other running back on the roster. And even though he got injured very early in the season, like week 6, he still led the team in rushing yards. And look at that. Tampa Bay getting in the way of each other, so luckily Dwight Lowry gets to live to see another day. You're going to see a bunch of curls completed against me. I'm not going to talk about it because I'll probably end up bursting a blood vessel in my eye, so I'm going to focus more on the draft right here. Everybody expects them to take Star Lotulelei out of Utah, the defensive tackle, who everybody says reminds them of Ndamukong Suh. But I hear a lot of rumors about Ezekiel Ansah out of Brigham Young, the defensive end that they could go for. They could also go for Devontae Moore, the defensive end out of Texas A&M. All 3 of these are great players and provide an instant boost to a very, very weak defensive line. The Jaguars finally seem to have a general manager in place who's committed to doing things right instead of focusing on ticket sales, not going for Tebow, sticking to Gabbert to tank this season so they can do well for the future. And it's great for Jaguars fans to only have to endure one more season of pain before everything becomes all happy-go-lucky. Whoever takes over for quarterbacks can have a great blindside protector and left tackle Eugene Monroe. The only thing that Gene Smith really did right by drafting him. He really doesn't get much press because the rest of his offensive line buddies are so completely bad, but this man really is a stud. I just need one play to really seal this game, and there it is, finally stopping the little curl routes that I hate so much. The angels start singing, the clouds open, lights shining upon me, and top it off, my opponent suddenly starts chiming in with this string of profanity. His connect must be on. This is absolutely hilarious, although now my girlfriend is awake from his yelling, and she's staring at me, and I'm in trouble. So I may have won the battle, but it appears that he's won the war. But we're not done getting me all riled up yet, because he's going to scramble, and I'm going to tackle him, but then he just pops right back up, because Madden says DarkAlpha needs to tackle people twice. But I haven't suffered enough yet, though. Oh no, Madden's not done with me yet. He's going to chuck it deep. I'm in perfect position for the interception, but he just turns around and watches, because there are no words to explain how much I hate that man right now. And then he's just going to loft it right down the pipe, and then my rage for Dwight Rowley continues to build. If I was the Hulk, I'd be 20 stories tall, punching craters in the earth. Now I have to close the game out, so I'm just going to run it, and I'm going to run it, and I'm going to run it. And then, do any of you run commit out there? It's always such a big gamble. It's either a 3-yard loss or a touchdown. And I don't know why when you're trying to give it up like this. Look, I'm lined up strong side right, and he run commits left. You know, maybe he's outthinking himself, thinking that I'm going to audible to the other side. I don't know, but all I know is Maurice Jones-Drew going to run, and he's pretty much going to ice the game right here. And now it's the end of the game, so wow, look at that dance. Just... ow. Oh, wow. So now it's the end of the game, so you guys know my team plays. The game's over. Now they got to show up and make some plays, because, you know, they're not good enough to do it when the game's on the line. They can only do it when the game's over. So here, I get the pick, and now I just have to close the game out. I'm going to run it. I'm going to let the clock tick out, and he's going to let me because he's a nice guy and he's not a dick. So the game's over. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is not very fun to play because they're just so bad. Alright guys, for MUTEvolution.com, this is DarkAlpha. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Up next, picking number 3 overall, the Raiders. Alright guys, I'm out.